Hi everyone, my name's Liz Pichon and I write and draw all the Tom Gates books, all 18 of the Tom Gates books. That's right. There's a lot of them, and this year we've got a very special celebration going on because it's been 10 years since the very first Tom Gates book came out, which is called The Brilliant World of Tom Gates. And 10 Tremendous Tales is the book coming out in February. And as part of the celebration of spending all that time writing and drawing all the Tom Gates books for you lovely people to go and read, I'm going to be reading a little bit of every single one of them. And right now I'm going to read a bit out of Tom Gates' Epic Adventure, kind of. The bit I've chosen to read is when they go to Julia's party. So Julia always has really fantastic parties, and this time they're going on a boating party. So they've got those special, what are they called now? They're like little, pedalo things. And Marcus and Tom have been paired together. Never ends well, does it? So I'm going to read you a little bit about that. Here we go. Somehow, by standing next to Marcus, I've been paired with him. I don't complain though, as it's Julia's party after all. Won't be for long. I'll be in charge of making the bird go in the right direction, Marcus tells me. Fine, I say, because I want to get going. The bird boats have pedals and a rudder at the back to steer them with. But when it's time to get our boat, it looks different to everyone else's, more like a worm than a bird. It's exactly the same as all the others. It's just missing a beak, the instructor tells us. We get in and straight away, Marcus makes it wobble a lot. I can see Dad waving at me and still eating crisps. Okay, boys, off you go, the instructor pushes us out. Marcus is in charge of steering the bird in a straight line, only he doesn't. Make it go forwards, he tells me. It's you. You're not steering it properly, I say. We're going round and round in circles, so I stop pedalling. Why have you stopped? Marcus says. Keep going. We zigzag from one side to another. I'm getting tired of doing all the work. Come on, Marcus. If you help out, we'll go faster, I tell him. Okay, but not for long. I'm steering. I can tell he's only pretending to pedal, as his feet aren't really pushing down very much at all. Oh, this is quite tiring, isn't it? He says. Yes, it really is. We finally start moving in a straight line when Marcus says, that island looks interesting. Let's go there. Okay, but don't get too close, I say. For some reason, Marcus suddenly decides that now is a good time to start pedalling. Our bird boat shoots forward, and before we can stop or turn in a different direction, we get well and truly stuck. Because of course, there they are. There is a sign that says shallow water. There they are, stuck. Which part of don't get too close did you not understand? I asked Marcus, who says, wasn't my fault. It was. Lots of the other kids pedal past us and wave. Brilliant. Then Marcus decides that he wants something to eat, and he brings out a sandwich from his pocket. Don't eat that now, I tell him. Why not? I'm hungry. It's only a sandwich. We could be here for ages, Marcus moans. I really hope not. His sandwich attracts a lot of birds who start swimming towards us. Shoo, shoo, Marcus says, trying to stop them from pecking his food. They want your sandwich, I tell him. We're completely surrounded by birds now. It's mine. They can't have it. These birds are not getting my food, Marcus says. Just before a bird swoops down and takes it. Hey, that's my sandwich, he shouts as the bird flies away. Not anymore, it's not, I mutter. I remind Marcus that there'll be food at the party, and he's not happy at all. Neither is the boating instructor, who now has to row out and rescue us. There's always one, or two in your case, who don't read the signs. Didn't you see it said shallow water? Obviously not, Marcus says, which actually makes me laugh. The same bird flies past Marcus and he tries to splash it with water, which lands all over us instead. Marcus, I shout, and the lady tells us both, no splashing with the water, you two. Wasn't me, I say. I'm soaked, Marcus says, like it wasn't his fault. As we're being towed back, some kids wave and point while I look straight ahead and pretend it isn't happening. There you go. So that's a little bit of Julia's party and the fun and games that Tom and Marcus are always getting into. Hope you enjoyed that. And I'm going to be reading a little bit from all the other books as well. So bye.